Hey guys, so this is day 7 and it's the second leg day, and this one's going to be a tough one. It's deadlifts and squats mostly. So let's get started. I'll show you what equipment I'm using and the weights that I'm using, and you can follow along. Okay, so here's the equipment that I will be using. I'm using this bench again like I used in my other exercise video. This is for my living room. I just need a steady surface so I can do my hip thrusts on. I have a barbell that I'll be using for the deadlifts and my squat exercises too. And I have a total of 200 pounds in all of these weight plates. So let's get started. Okay, so I'm starting off with a quick 5-minute warm-up. The actual workout begins at 2 minutes and 30 seconds if you just want to skip ahead to that. But for this workout, I'm going to do a minute each of 5 different exercises. So I'm going to be doing jogging in place, butt kickers, squats, jumping jacks, and jumping lunges, just to get my body nice and warmed up before I start lifting the weights. So for this exercise, I'm only going to be doing 4 different workouts. I'm going to be doing deadlifts, T-bar rows, squats, and hip thrusts. So for the deadlifts, I'm going to be doing them in descending weight. So I'm going to start with 200 pounds, and then I'm going to move to 170, 150, and 100. For the T-bar rows, I'm going to be doing descending reps, but I'm going to keep 50 pounds during the entire exercise. For the squats that I'll be doing, I will also be doing descending reps with 50 pounds. And then finally for the hip thrusts, I'm actually going to be moving up in weight. So I'm going to start with 20 pounds and then move up to 40 and 60. This is actually my favorite day of working out of all the exercises that I do, because I just love deadlifts so much. I think it's just like a nice accomplishment whenever you realize that you can lift more and more weights as time goes on. Okay, so now that I'm finishing up the warm-up, let's jump right into the deadlifts. I'm starting off with 200 pounds, and for these I did 3 sets of 3 reps. So after each time I finished a set, I did take a good 1 to 2 minute break in between just to recover. And with these deadlifts, I do use a wider stance. I do the sumo deadlifts because it just makes it easier whenever I'm doing heavier weight. So I actually use this stance for the 200 pounds, the 170, and the 150. And then I move my legs a little bit closer together once I get down to 100 pounds. Okay, so now I took 15 pounds off of each side, so I went down to 170 pounds in weight, and I'm going to be doing 3 sets of 4 reps for these. Okay, so now I move on to 150 pounds. I take 10 pounds off of each side and I do 3 sets of 5 reps. So even though I'm lowering the weight, I am doing more reps this time. So this is my final set of deadlifts, and I've taken 25 pounds off of each side. So I'm doing 100-pound deadlifts, and I do 2 sets of 10 reps for these. So I remember whenever I first started doing deadlifts and I was doing like 80 pounds, and I just thought that was so cool, and I was so strong because I could lift 80 pounds. And now that I'm doing 100 as my light range, and it actually feels like a break after doing 200, I look forward to doing 100. It feels like nothing. So it's always cool to see how far you've come and see your accomplishments whenever you're doing these types of exercises. So the second type of exercise I'm going to do is the T-bar row. So I have 50 pounds on one end, nothing is on the other end. I just have this bar stuck down into some weight so that it's not so easy to lift it up. And I'm just doing a static squat. And with this exercise, I'm doing descending reps. So I'm starting off with 15 reps, and then I go to 13, 11, 9, 7, 5, 3, and 1. So altogether I do a total of 64 reps. So for my third exercise, I'm going to be doing squats. I'm just making it a little bit more difficult. I have 50 pounds on the bar still, and I'm just going in descending order here as well. I'm doing 14 reps, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, and then 2. So it's a total of 56 reps altogether. So once I reached this part of the exercise, I was pretty exhausted. So in between these sets, I was taking a break, and I had to lay down on my bed for a little while because my legs were just so tired after all the deadlifts and the other exercise that I did. But I pushed my way through, and it was a great workout. so now we're on our fourth and final exercise. I'm doing the hip thrust, and I'm just using this bench that I've used in some other exercises. I'm starting off with 20 pounds, so I have 10 pounds on each side, and I'm doing 3 sets of 5 reps. So for these exercises, I'm actually using a beach towel because I do not have one of those little foam protectors that goes on the barbell, and it really hurts your legs if you don't use something. So that's just what I have handy, so I'm using it. So next we move on to the 40-pound hip thrust, and I'm doing 3 sets of 4 reps. And then finally we're doing the 60-pound hip thrusts, and I do 3 sets of 3 reps of these. So this is the end of the workout. Let me know if you have any questions or comments down below. Let me know if you tried it, and I'll see you next time.